a sense of place, a deep respect for the land. The natural world is essential to the Navajo people. Located in the middle of the 4 sacred mountains of Navajo legend, the land here nourishes cattle and sheep, corn and pinto beans, and the enduring art that makes tribal culture so distinct. The land also holds vital mineral resources. Over the years, most importantly, coal. Coal mined on Navajo lands powers homes and businesses locally and across the nation. It's provided thousands of valuable jobs, contributed millions of dollars in royalties to the Navajo Nation, and paid hundreds of thousands of dollars in property taxes to McKinley County. Just 3 miles from the Navajo capital in Window Rock, Arizona, across the border in far western New Mexico, is Chevron's McKinley mine. From the moment it opened in 1962, the mine and the Navajo people have been intertwined. Even the drag lines, the essential force in the McKinley surface mining activity, were given Navajo names.
So we painted these names on each one of our drag lines. One was So, big star, Nahashchit, badger, Naazise, gopher, and Ye'itso. Ye'i is a Navajo deity. You could consider it in translation maybe a monster, big monster.
Some 90% of McKinley's employees have been Navajo through the years, a proud tradition, creating a strong Native American culture, a sense of place, a sense of duty to the place, is the proud legacy the McKinley mine leaves behind.
I think when P&M first came here, they didn't know the Navajo culture. P&M Coal Company came here and they opened a coal mine and they taught the local Navajos how to mine coal in a surface coal mine. That was in the early 60s. Evolution since then, we picked it up, we learned how, and we became very, very good at it.
I hear this is that the Navajos are easy to get along with, and I know I heard a lot of people say we're friendly, we're accepting, and they respected our culture. A lot of things that we practice in our native ways, over the years they have done their part, meeting us sometimes more than halfway to honor our culture.
The first large-scale surface coal mine in New Mexico, opened by the Pittsburgh and Midway Mining Company, McKinley has produced some 175 million tons of coal through almost 50 years. That coal fed a number of power plants, and the mine became known as the jewel in the crown of P&M, employing as many as 600 people.
In McKinley County, McKinley Mine has purchased many groceries, educated many children.
I think really helped our Navajo people with the royalties that they bring in from the mining, and they put it towards the scholarships and improving the community.
leave here and when I leave the McKinley mine for the last time, hopefully we can be proud of the job that we did from the opening of the mine through our mining and through the heyday to the closure. We want to walk over the hill, if you will, leaving a world-class project behind. Something that the end user, being the Navajo Nation and those individuals who will be able to use their original homelands with pride, and the land will be productive and it will serve the purpose that they intend for it to serve when they gave us the permit.
As the mine neared the end of its coal reserves, Chevron's focus turned to the legacy McKinley Mine leaves behind. Going above and beyond in environmental care, far beyond regulatory demands. In 2008, McKinley received an Excellence in Reclamation Award from the New Mexico Energy, Mineral, and Natural Resources Department.
And what we did was we went above and beyond what we're required to do and what it states of us to do in our mining and reclamation permit by instituting some additional and different types of reclamation. We didn't have to do that, but we volunteered to do it.
And we did that because we wanted to acknowledge and recognize the terrific work they've done out here in implementing geomorphic reclamation. It was a whole new way of going at the reclamation landscaping kind of final product, and it took a lot of training and work on their part to get up to speed. And you know, it's hard to change horses in midstream, and that's exactly what they did, and they did a fine job, and we wanted to recognize that effort, and we wanted to encourage it, you know, on this mine in the future as well as on other mines, and let people know that this is kind of the new standard.
The one good thing about what McKinley has done over the years is they would mine one part of the land. Once they got done and filled that back in, they would be reclaiming while they were mining in another area. And they had won numerous awards for that. And you can go out there and some of the areas that they have reclaimed look better than the natural areas that were there.
There was a lot of effort into the planning of the reclamation, the science and technology behind it. And we're very proud of the product. We firmly believe that the reclamation that's left there will be a great legacy for the grazing aspect of the land, for the wildlife aspect of the land. And there is quite a bit going into it. And it's as much a part of mining as removing and selling the coal. So it's part of who we are, to reclaim as we go and leave a legacy that we can be proud of, that people can look back and say, you know, the mine was here for nearly 50 years, it provided a lot of jobs, did so well, and look at how great this looks in retrospect and currently how great this looks as a reclaimed site. So we're very much looking forward to successful reclamation.
We don't take it lightly, and I think that's what we're really striving for, to leave it better than how we found it, and which is really good.
And finally, McKinley Mine has been inducted into the New Mexico Mining Hall of Fame, an honor reserved for the most productive, most socially responsible, most environmentally friendly mines in the state. Only a handful have ever been given the award, and it secures a rich and important legacy.